Please be advised that this video is for the sole purpose of entertainment. Any views are purely my own, are subjective and may not necessarily be true. I do, however, do extensive research for all of my videos. All photos have been found on the public domain and I am using them under the fair use and fair dealing guidelines. I urge everybody to do their own research and to view this video subjectively. Well, hello, welcome to Murky's Royal News. It is Saturday the 7th of March, and sorry I've not updated you for a while, but unfortunately I've been a little bit busy. So I'm going to do an extra edition to cover everything that I have missed. So this week, William and Kate, i.e. the Cambridges, went to Ireland, and we were treated so much to wonderful videos and photos of them while they were there. They visited the president, who is Michael D. Higgins, and his wife, Mrs. Higgins. And I thought it was wonderful because Meghan and Harry actually did this a couple of years ago. And they had the same shots as the dog. This dog is simply to die for. Kate got right in there fussing him. It was wonderful. Looking back while I was doing my research for this video, one thing struck me. It was almost like a light bulb moment. Royalty, yes, it's glamorous, but royalty is about unity. It's about people. It's about making sure that you have that connection and a real connection with the people. Not just shaking their hands and saying hello. Genuine connection. Understanding their plights, what they've been through, what their fears are, what they're going through now. It's not glitz and glamour when you get down to meeting the people. And this is what William and Kate managed to do splendidly. There was no Hollywood glamour. Yes, when they went out, Kate wore the most beautiful sparkling green gown. She looked gorgeous. But it was more about letting Ireland shine than William and Kate. And they just made that happen. The joy on people's faces that have gone out to see them it was wonderful to see. You could see that they had connected with people, understood people, listened, and there was no filters or specially adapted photographers making sure that they capture that one special moment. It was more about the people, not the visitors. And as a king, you need to do that. You may be, or he will be our king one day, hopefully, but it's more about how he cares for his subjects. And I think that's both him and Charles do that tremendously. Both him and Catherine went to the Museum of Literature in Ireland. He made the most impassioned speech about the troubles that took place and how he was truly profound. For Catherine and him, they went to the Garden of Remembrance. His speech was extremely impassioned and it spoke about the vital underpinning in the relationship between England and Ireland. He said that they celebrate our commitment to working together, a commitment that I firmly believe will support our relationship in going from strength to strength. That's what it's all about, really, isn't it? Charles and William, they embody what a king should be, much like our monarch does. Yes, our monarch is wonderful and she reigns supreme, but she never forgets about her subjects. One thought that I had as well was you saw this wonderful moment with William trying to juggle and then Kate playing sport with the kids. You could see that they were really enjoying it. It was almost as if they completely forgot that the cameras were there. I'm going to show you this little compilation. Unfortunately, I cannot put the music because it's copyrighted, but just look how beautiful all of these compilation shots are. It really was amazing to see them just being them at their very, very best. And I think the island trip was poignant. It needed to be done. I think that it made Ireland shine. And I think that they should be very proud of themselves for doing what they did and missed by the media, I think, quite tremendously. The sheer joy when Kate managed to hit the ball. I love them dearly. I really, really do. I think that the media missed a trick. They should have let Kate and William shine and not focused on the other two, which I'm not going to mention. The bit where they were sitting in the pub listening to Irish music with the family, you could just see that they were being normal human beings, not just royalty. Again, I keep coming back to this same word. The connection was there. It felt real. There was nothing disingenuous about it. You could see that they cared. And that is quite amicable. I really do feel. And that is the big difference of William and Kate. They feel for the people. They understand the people. It's not about show. It's about understanding. They let the people and the country of Ireland shine without being overbearing. They just simply enhanced it. It was beautiful. I really enjoyed that tour. One thing that I really must focus on today is Camilla. In my last videos, I've said that she is really challenging domestic violence and speaking up today about what needs to be done. Now, she attended the grand opening session of Woman of the World Festival and spoke about domestic abuse, and she used her first hashtag. She said, I don't use hashtags, but today I'm starting to do it because I think it's so important. And the hashtag that she has chosen to use is everyone's problem, because it is everyone's problem. She is a champion of things that need to be done. She isn't, like William and Kate, attached to the glitz and the glamour and promoting oneself. She gets down to what really needs to work and what really needs to happen. And I think that putting herself on the platform and speaking about domestic abuse could be incredibly hard for some people. I think that she speaks with poise and grace, and you can tell that she really has a deep understanding and she cares. She is championing charities which include likes of Save Lives and Refuge Charity, and these help survivors of domestic violence. Very, very worthy cause. We also saw a little bit of the Royal Princess Anne. Now, she was at Paddington Station this week with her husband, Vice Admiral Sir Tim Lawrence. Now, they paid tribute to a remarkable woman who's Odette Howells. Now, if you don't know who she is, she was an agent for the UK's clandestine Special Operations Executive in France during the Second World War. The purpose of this Special Operations Executive was to conduct espionage, sabotage and reconnaissance in occupied Europe against the Axis powers. She was a woman of her time, and she was awarded the George's Cross by the United Kingdom and was also awarded the Legionnaire d'Honneur by France. Highly prestigious awards there. She remains the only recipient who is a woman to have received the George Cross whilst alive. Quite an honour there. So Anne was there, Princess Anne was there, and as I've told you before, that she is now the Captain General of the Royal Marines. She took over Harry's role when he stepped down. She looked extremely smart and proud, and I thought it was just a lovely thing to see. The Prince of Wales, i.e. Prince Charles, and the Duchess of Cornwall, i.e. Camilla, celebrated the 20th anniversary of the London Transport Museum this week as well. They were both there and they boarded the buses at Clarence House. The Prince and the Duchess were given a ride on the new fully electric double-decker bus. Again, this is tapping into something that Charles is extremely passionate about, which is conservation and environmental issues. It always runs through in what he does. I have a sneaky suspicion that what's happening behind closed doors at Buckingham Palace right now, we've seen Prince Philip, who is 98, and the Queen who is 93. Prince Philip has retired from public duties now. He's not seen a lot, and word on the street is that he's not very well at all, and he's almost bedbound, which is extremely sad, to be perfectly honest. I think the Queen has always referred to Prince Philip as her rock, and I don't really know what to say about that, because it actually makes me quite sad to think that he might not be around for much longer, because he's always been by the Queen's side, and it actually hurts a little bit when I think about her not being with him. You know, there were scandals in the past and whispers. He's still been by her side for so many decades, and he really is her rock. And I do wonder whether
things will change when he passes, and it makes me quite sad. Anyway, before I go off on a tangent, what I was actually trying to say was that things must be going on behind the palace. And I think in preparation for Charles to become regent. Now, I don't know whether you know what regent means. It means that he can step in and do the duties of a monarch, but without having a monarch title. So he wouldn't be king, he would be prince regent. The queen would still be the monarch and she would still be the queen. So she will still reign over the country, but it would be Charles that would be doing all the slogging and the hard work and the decisions, which means that she can live out her final years in the company knowing that she is still the queen and not have to abdicate. I don't think the queen would ever abdicate. I think it would always be the regent role that she would pass on to Charles. She's too strong-willed and too amazing to say, I'm going to abdicate. That just never would happen. What must be happening behind Buckingham Palace? It's got to be. No sane person would not get this in preparation. They've got to be preparing for Charles to become regent. Now, when Charles becomes regent, that means that William, his status that gets bumped up, he will probably then ascend to become the Prince of Wales. And Kate will be the Princess of Wales. I don't think it's going to be very much longer before we see that happen. And that's my own personal opinion. I have no grounding for that, but I am a royalist and I know a lot about the royal family, and I truly believe that there's no way on earth that the preparations aren't being put down. We won't happen to know them until they actually get cemented. It means that Charles finally gets to fill the shoes that he so desperately needs to. He's been raised for this. He's literally been raised to become king. That's all he has ever known. He knows in the end, the thing that he most desires means the thing that he so desperately doesn't want to happen. He most desires to become king because that's what he was raised to do. But in order for that to happen, then his mother must pass. Can you imagine what that feels like? It's kind of like a tale of two cities, isn't it? You know, you so desperately want to do this thing that you have all your life been told that you will do this and you will do such great things when you do this. Yet in order to do that, the thing that you love the most has to go. It's a double-edged sword, isn't it? We are coming into a very strange age of the royal family. I hope that this power play that they are pushing forward now, and it is evidently clear, is unity. That's what I bring from all of this royal family nonsense. Unity. And I think if the royal family remember that they have subjects and the people are part of this country too, to build around the country, not sit on top of the country, if that makes sense. To build around the people and invite people and make them seem like they are listening, that is the way forward for our monarchy. It's the only way that they can survive. To listen to the people, to care about the people, to be impassioned, but also to be compassionate and to get down to their level, just like William and Kate did. I thought they did a remarkable job in Ireland. Just simply stunning. What do you think will be the future of the monarchy? Do you think Charles will be Prince Regent anytime soon? Do you think it would be stupid to put him in that position? If so, why? Do you think it would be good? If so, why? What did you think about William and Kate's tour of Ireland? Were you so happy, just like me, to see all of those wonderful photos and videos coming out of them simply interacting so beautifully with the people of Ireland? And what do you think of Princess Anne? She's stepped into that role of Captain General of the Royal Marines so beautifully. It was almost effortless, wasn't it? Why on earth wasn't she originally chosen anyway? I'd love to know your thoughts. I'm sorry this has been a little bit of a time to get this out, but I have been quite busy with other things. I will try and get another one out this week. I hope you've enjoyed this. Let me know what you think of the video.
Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification bell, and also that like button. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of my followers for all the tips and all the emails, DMs that everybody sends to me. It really is greatly appreciated. So thank you very much for watching once again.